My name's Owen. I'm the Dungeon Master of our Return of the Giants campaign.
Hey guys, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Krasus, Antares, a Astral Elf Wizard.
Hi everybody, I'm Michael. I'm playing Tetra Knight, Circle Stars Druid.
Hi, my name's Claire. I am playing Nauthiz, or Now, who is a Stoneforged Fighter.
Hi, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Lyra, the Eladrin Druid.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Niles Silverwind, the monk Owlin.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Lost Archives. It's lovely to see you all here. We're playing Return of the Giants, and we are super hyped to get going. A little bit of a slow start tonight. We had a few technical issues. Matt's microphone was doing its crazy synthesizer echo for a little bit, but that's all fixed. And Claire and Michael had some NBN troubles. The upgrade to the NBN has been not that. Would be the safest way to sum that up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so much better. No. We lost upload speed. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Doesn't even work.
I have realized though, for some reason, your cameras haven't automatically come across, but that's okay because I can easily get your cameras across right now. That is not a problem at all. So yeah, we are back. We are playing Return of the Giants, and we are super excited. The other thing that we're super excited about, quick announcements before we jump into the campaign. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out in like 48 hours. I'm really hyped. I'm really excited. And I had a bit of a go at playing the theme tune, you know, the breakdown of the theme tune with that sax solo that's just unbelievably good. Turns out it's actually quite difficult to play. So I will work on that, and when I feel confident, I will actually play a cover of it. But yeah, it's quite high for the alto sax. I think possibly it was a soprano sax used to record that. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom's coming out super soon. Ali and I are both going to be, I think, from the sounds of it, on at midnight when it drops. Matt, you gonna come join us? Dave?
I reckon it could be good.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm going to be recording a full playthrough anyway and chucking it up on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. That's coming super soon. I'll have the first episodes dropping on launch day. I'll record a whole bunch, I'll have them edited, and I'll have them dropping by like 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which I think is like afternoon for the rest of the world, so you'll be getting it nice and early, because Australia gets it nice and early. I do love a rolling time zone release date, I have to say. It's very nice. The other really exciting news is Jasper's Game Week is only a week away. It is starting on the 15th. That is next Monday. So Jasper's Game Week is the charity live stream event that's going to be taking place over on the Meeples and Dragons Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Meeples and Dragons. This year they are supporting the Black Dog Institute, who do some amazing work with mental health advocacy and support. I don't know why I struggle with those words. So yeah, make sure you come and check out some of the games that you'll be playing. It's not just going to be D&D. There's a whole bunch of other systems that are going to be featured. I think there's a Vampire the Masquerade game. There's a 13th Age game, which is like D&D 3.5 edition, but better, I've been told. I know there's a Kids on Bikes stream, which I'm definitely going to go check out, because Kids on Bikes looks like it's a really fun system to play. It's basically like Stranger Things, the RPG. So I'm really keen to go and check that one out. And if you want to come join on Thursday, it's not just going to be me playing at 3:30 on Thursday. Dave is going to be coming and joining as well.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
Have you got a character? You see, you sound it. Have you got a character in mind yet, or are you still like reeling from the?
I kind of wanted to use a little character I've used in the past, named Barry.
Barry the Goblin
Bard.
Oh god.
Oh, Barry.
Yeah, so
Barry.
It'll be good fun. He's a little bundle of joy, and
oh my god!
And he's very special to me. So we got him to level, I can't remember, like 3 or 5.
Yeah.
I think level 5 in the campaign that we played.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So I'm excited to bring him back and play him a bit more and kind of explore him a bit.
Amazing.
Is that Barry the Bard? Did I hear?
Barry the Goblin Bard.
Barry the Goblin Bard.
He's bad.
I think, didn't you play like the spoons? Yep, that's right.
He played the banjo, which is like a banjo made
out of cans.
Like a can.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The canjo. I remember the canjo.
Canjo.
And didn't you have spoons for percussion?
Yeah, I think spoons. Yeah.
Oh, it was an incredible character.
He tried with the ladies as much as a goblin can. So it's just funny. It's less cringy when it's a goblin trying.
Yes.
No, it's a lot less cringy, especially when they talk like this. Apparently, that's also. Do you want to do it again for us, Dave? I don't do Barry's voice as well as you do.
Oh, my name's Barrow. I'm
That's
a little
it.
dubbing pod.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is going to be awesome. Are you going to say Ohana means family? Yeah, I think you have to.
I think
Yeah, I'm probably saving it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
lost.
Man, that game brings back some memories because myself, Claire, Dave,
Yeah.
Andrew, who's guest starring on Mondays, and other Andrew from this campaign original, like way back. All of us were playing in that, and that was fun.
At a table, believe it or not.
At an
Yeah,
actual
that's a
physical table.
What?
Until
with,
COVID came in.
And I
In a little
just
city called Melbourne.
I just bought my 3D printer, and I was 3D printing like custom minis, and I was like every
wow.
week I'd have 3D printed the like everything for the map that we would be using. It was great.
That's like the golden
It
age.
was in North Melbourne, your apartment. It was like
Yeah.
I only went there a couple of times because we played a couple of times, and COVID came in,
I
so we
think we
played
got
it
about
online.
I think we got about 5 sessions in person, and I had just bought the 3D printer specifically for this. And then it was like, well, not just for that, for the other games I was running as well. And then no, instant.
That's crazy.
Instant
I still have
lockdown.
my mini.
You still have your goblin? Yeah, that's
You can see his
amazing.
little canjo that I put on.
Yeah,
the
nice.
Yeah, is that? I think that was the one. Did you kit bash? I think we kit bashed that, didn't we? Using like Blender. or
Oh,
something?
that was another one. That was another one that we hit.
Oh, it was a different one that we kit bashed. Yeah. Oh, that takes me back. 2019.
What a time.
But
Different world.
to be fair, without COVID lockdowns, the Lost Archives might never
Oh
have
my
happened
God.
because it was the fact that we couldn't play in person and we were already doing it online. And I went, why don't we just record it and I'll chuck it up? And if anyone's interested, because that's how I got into D&D, was I saw amazing live streamers and YouTubers like High Rollers and Mark Humes is my spirit DM and like my inspiration for how I run sessions, and seeing that is what inspired me. So I thought, oh well, if we can even like find if 3 people watch our stuff and go, oh my goodness, that sounds fun, I want to give it a go. I'm like, boom, that is success right there. It sounds like a lot more than 3 people have watched it. So thank you to everybody who's been watching, and thank you to everyone who's been checking out the Avatar Legends one too. Absolutely massive love. We've been really enjoying running the Avatar Legends campaigns as well. That was originally only going to be, look at you trying to line up your love hearts. Avatar Legends was only going to be like 8 sessions. Dave and Matt, if you go the other way, you'll be.
This way, right?
Yeah, it was Avatar Legends was only supposed to be like, I think it was 8 sessions. We just did episode 40 last night, so that's been a much longer running campaign than anticipated.
Yeah, I think you had like 18 people at one point as well, right? 18 to 20 at one point.
Last night,
Watching, yeah.
for like the whole thing. It was awesome.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you everybody, and Jasper's Game Week. Make sure you come and check it out. The internet has voted. I am playing a sorcerer, but you can still vote right now to pick my subclass. Because YouTube restricts how many options I can put up on a poll, you only get to pick between 4 options. The options that I have chosen for subclasses are Lunar Sorcery, Clockwork Soul, Divine Soul, and Wild Magic. There is a link appearing in chat right now that you can click on. If you click on that, it'll take you to the community tab. You can vote on which subclass I will be playing. I am sticking to the subclass you pick. So yeah, Sorcerer won the first poll for class. Now it's subclass time. So yeah, pick the character I'm going to play. Looking forward to running to being part of that session on the 18th. So yeah, 3:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It will be an awesome session. The DM Sam from Awakened Fables is going to be running it. He's a great guy, and the other players who are from Dungeons and Doctorates, and I'm trying to remember the last one. Geo is from, give me a second, I can't remember off the top of my head. Geo is from, where are we? Thursday. OzQuest. The Night Geo is from OzQuest. Another awesome group of lovely D&D streamers and RPG players. So yeah, make sure you come and check us out. If you can't make the Thursday session, check out any of the sessions. And if you can donate, remember all proceeds go to the Black Dog Institute. Awesome charity here in Australia. So yeah, really excited for Jasper's Game Week, which is coming up super soon. And next year, definitely going to be running a session for Jasper's Game Week. So you'll be seeing more of us, and we'll have hopefully everyone as players for Jasper's Game Week in a lot of different games, so we can get to participate and help out with this awesome charity live stream event. Awesome. I think that's it from me in terms of announcements. Anything fun to share? I didn't notice Ali's new background last week with all the plants. Looking great. I'll call it out this week. It's looking fantastic. If you're watching on, if you're not watching, if you're listening on the podcast, definitely a good reason to come and check out the live stream so you can actually see the backgrounds. And Jared is also here.
The main part.
Exactly, that's the main reason you come. Jared is also here once again, but he is going to be only audio tonight. Jared has hurt his foot again, but not the hurt foot. This is an unhurt foot, but now they're both hurt foots.
Aww.
Yay! But Monday night, like I was on camp Monday night, so. But unfortunately, I overcompensated because I hurt my left leg on Sunday. Overcompensated, and now I've like pulled muscles in my right leg, overcompensating for my left leg. So, fun times.
It's lovely having you here, audio, as well. It'd be great to see your face once again.
I always try and make a appearance. Like I said, like on Monday, I had the camera up. I was like feeling good. I'm like, hey, I'm getting better, and then went backwards.
No, look. Again, take care of yourself. Health comes first, but we are super stoked to have you with us again for the session. Now, we ended last session on a little bit of a cliffhanger, so I better do a recap to get us back into the zone so that we can prepare ourselves for the chaos that is Return of the Giants. Previously, the Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, has formed a brand new team. Lyra, Tetra, Niles, Nauthiz, and Krasus have been sent to the nearby settlement of Laspire to locate the hill giant fort recently seen flying overhead in the nearby area. After meeting a travelling merchant out the front of the town named Harry, the group entered to find the town seemingly abandoned, the central square now destroyed, replaced by a massive metal and obsidian orb softly glowing and pulsing with light. Deciding to investigate the nearby houses, some of which seemed to be in the process of being deconstructed, the group found the settlement crawling with clockwork creations resembling ants the size of dogs. From all over town, these mechanical creatures were gathering materials from the nearby houses and transporting them to the sphere. Heading to the nearby tavern, an area as of yet untouched by these drones, the group found a survivor, an old man called Nomu, who was able to shed some light on the past few days in Laspire. Now aware of an ancient giant relic lying in the cellar below, the team headed down to investigate and made short work of some methods guarding it. Upon picking up the artifact, however, it split into small obsidian and metal diamonds which embedded themselves into the party's flesh. When the party awoke, they found themselves in the bodies of giants, reliving an event from the very distant past. Interacting with King Myon and Loki, the group learned that they were about to witness the very first portal opening, an event which allowed the elves, dragons, and dwarves to first arrive on Nostea. Just as the portal opened, however, the group found themselves back in the present, only a few minutes of time having passed during this event. Deciding that they needed to evacuate Nomu before heading for the sphere, the group headed back out into the streets. They quickly realized, however, that other constructs still haunted the town, a massive metal snake-like creature burrowing its way through the nearby houses. Drawing its attention away from the party, Niles took to the skies and drew the construct's attention away from the main gates, allowing the others to escape. Harry, concerned about Niles' safety, rushed back, however, and took a shot with his crossbow. We left off last session with Harry's shot having smashed into the tail. A natural 20, a crit hit, an incredibly accurate and brutal strike from the crossbow. Oh no, the stealth was the nat 20. It was the nat 20 for the crossbow too. You rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. That's right.
It was both, yeah.
You son of a bitch. The critical hit from this crossbow, this bolt, aiming true and flying forwards, really not doing much damage to the large construct made of brass and steel and metal. We left off Harry having ducked behind the edge of the building back into stealth, attempting to hide from this creature as it turns its maw towards the north where Harry had last been seen. Its mouth opening wide, the drill retreating back inside its throat to be replaced by 2 massive saw blades spinning rapidly in the place of fangs. We start in initiative, in combat once again. I'm going to bring across to the map, which should open now. Brilliant. And we are straight back into initiative. It is the drones go, the cobras go. Harry, The cobra rushes forwards, moving far more quickly than a creature of this size should, as it pushes its way through, toppling over a small wall surrounding the edge of this townhouse, just blasting through the piled rocks that have been held together with mortar. It turns its head, this mechanical hiss coming out as steam erupts from the back of it, and you watch as these two large cylinders filled with this glowing blue liquid move up, turn and rotate to the sides before moving back inside the snake, hidden away once again by these massive metal armored platings. It turns its head.
It sounds like it got its attack back. Is that...
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. As it turns its head looking for the source of the damage that it had just recently taken, it is unable to see you, Harry. So instead, it turns its attention to the small flying pest high above. Niles. Niles, you watch as the cobra turns its head, spotting movement in the sky. There's this pause as it cocks its head, and then you hear this mechanical whirring, and as the tail spins around the top of the townhouse, the roof suddenly explodes, the tail pushing out from the top. This thing easily 30, 40 feet long. As the tail pushes out the top of the townhouse, turns around to focus on you, and begins spinning. Two more of these bolts begin flying towards you. You had the dodge action last turn.
I did, yes.
So, these are going to be made with disadvantage against you.
Yep.
That is a 13 as the highest. Misses. And the second attack, oh, that's a bit better. 21.
That will hit. I'm going to use my reaction to try and deflect.
Yep, absolutely. I will roll some damage. If you'd like to roll your deflect missiles damage.
Sure.
That is a really cool ability the monks have.
Oh, monks are great, man. Ooh, okay, so that is going to be 12 points of damage. Oh, 13 with your deflect missiles. Amazing.
So wait, how much was it?
12 points of damage. And you rolled a 13 for your deflect missiles.
Oh, so I'm going to use a key point and throw it back. Yeah.
Brilliant. That's your reaction. Yeah. You throw it back. You throw it back because you can't throw it at the same speed at which the snake can fire it. Do you want to treat it as if it's a dart?
Sure. We can do that. Just equip it down real quick. Although I think
that's the easiest way to treat the monks throwing arrows and stuff back. I normally just convert it into a dart as like a basic missile.
Yeah. Cool. I'll do that then.
You've got darts, don't you, in your inventory?
Oh, there's a reaction as deflect missiles attack, which is +6, and the damage is 1d4 +4. So
oh, it's exactly the same as a dart, so just do that. That's perfect. That's literally a dart. So it turns out I've been doing this right the whole time without any... Oh my god, 21's going to hit.
Wow.
21 hits, yep. If you'd like to...
Not a whole lot of damage here. Probably, just 5 points of damage there, but still pretty cool.
It all counts. It all adds up. As you catch this with your claws and in one fluid motion continue spinning before releasing it back, keeping the momentum.
Yeah, I imagine that I kind of like pirouette around in the air and then like throw it back with the momentum, almost like capturing
Amazing.
It and redirecting it back.
So actually, rather than moving it, you kind of move yourself around it to create that centrifugal force that then pulls it back to. Brilliant, love it. You essentially do a gravity sling almost. It's essentially how. Yeah, exactly right. Brilliant. Yeah, you immediately spin around, grabbing this bolt and flinging it back towards the snake. As it crashes into the snake's tail, it sort of dings off, leaving this very small, tarnished scratch on the outside of the tail launcher. The snake lets out this as you see gears begin to turn and interlock, metal plates moving around to lock into position and buffing it up a little bit. That is all the drone will do for its turn. It is Nauthiz.
Alright. So old mate making his way towards the gates. Is he nearly there?
Yes, he's pretty much at the gates.
Good. Alright. So I'll look around and see some issues. And I think I might go to the aid. Oh, we've all shifted.
Oh no, that was just me.
Oh, okay. So I can dash 5, 10, 15, 20 to here.
So as you rush up between the two townhouses closest to the main gates, almost basically where Krasus is from last time, as he has rushed up to the townhouses a little bit to the west of where a little bit to the east of where the drone Harry and Niles currently are.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is probably as far as I will get to at the moment. The scorpion is not within 30 feet of me, I don't suppose.
The scorpion is definitely not within 30 feet. I believe it is 60 feet away.
60 feet away. Okay. All right. Not this turn, then next turn. That's my turn.
Alrighty, brilliant. Next up in the initiative order is Krasus.
Okay, so our plan was to get this guy to the gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Past that, we were diverting this. Are we fighting this thing?
I think the plan was to get him to the cart, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it was to get into the gate. And he was going to
the cart's... How far away is the cart from the gate? It's pretty close.
Oh, it's just around the corner, yeah. Krasus...
Okay.
you guys don't know exactly where the cart is, because Krasus
hit it as well.
Hit it by himself.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought the plan was to get to the
That is a good point.
Yeah.
I never actually gave him directions to where the cart is.
That's true.
I mean...
And you hit it.
He's still in, like... I can still see him, though, kind of, and...
Yeah, you can roughly see where he is. He's essentially next to you guys. He's next to Lyra and Tetra at the front gates. I'll put down a...
Oh, so he hasn't actually run through the gates yet?
No, he's run up to the gates. He's just sort of in front of Tetra and Lyra.
Okay.
Why don't I put down a human token for him really quickly? Just
Let's rectify this situation.
Yeah.
As he gets close to the gates, I will say, excuse me there, friend, Mr. Library. Yes,
yes, hello. Yes.
Anyway, I did hide the cart. It also has an alarm set on it. So, actually, can I actually drop an alarm, or is that just set for 8 hours?
I think you have to actually like set it up. It takes, because it's like a minute casting, isn't it, for alarm?
So I did it as a ritual. So it took me 10 minutes or whatever.
10 minutes.
11.
Yep.
When you cast the spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm, which is my friends. I had no idea who this person was.
No, because you didn't know you were going to meet him. So yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, I will say to him, go to where this like I'll describe the spot. I personally don't know that knowledge, Owen. I don't know the coordinates of how to get there. But I will, as Krasus knows it.
Yeah, it's just around to the east. Sorry, just around to the west, behind the two trees, in between the gate and the two trees.
Okay,
it's very close.
I'll send him there, but then I'll finish. Okay, so I'll just keep going. When you get there, though, do not touch it. Don't take any of the foliage off. There, I might have placed the alarm spell on it, so please, by all means, stand next to it. Hide yourself within the brush, but don't set the alarm off.
Cool. Okay. Yes, of course. Yep.
All right, that's rectified. Now for the because we were meant to get him to safety, and then what are we doing? Are we going to the pier to meet up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's what I'll do for now then.
The plan's in D&D.
Well, look, that's the plan. That's what Krasus will go with, I guess. So it's 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I can... I can actually see the
what I'm going to do,
because
because of the height of the snake, I'm actually going to remove the dynamic lighting for these, because it actually rises above the townhouses.
Does it?
It's huge.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Does it?
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
huge. There you go. Enjoy.
I'm going to go get them then. I'm going to hide sort of situated behind this house.
I've been very nice to you during Tyranny of Dragons. That period of time has ended now. That was your warm-up campaign.
Wait, wasn't this nice? This is nice, right? You haven't killed us yet.
Well, yes.
That's true.
We're still at level 3, so...
Yeah, it's not too late.
One of the things I will say, this is just as an objective statement, not necessarily related to this exact scenario and situation. There are some scenarios I will throw at you that you are not yet ready for.
Right.
The fact that I did 40 damage to it and you said it didn't really do much.
That's DM going, guys, what are you doing?
I think Niles is doing pretty good.
That was pretty cool.
He's having a great time. He's just like...
What's he like, Matt? And clipped. No, but actually I've clipped that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I'm not really in a position to do too much. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the hide action as my main action for now, until I can help a bit later on.
Alrighty, no problem at all.
So I'll just
Tetra.
23.
So good. Okay. So are we running then? We're getting to that ball, or are we? Okay. Look, I can't get much of anywhere. So just might do, because it's 10 feet for the squares, right?
Each square is 10 feet on this map. So at the moment.
Okay, my bad. I might put myself back then.
Oh, did you jump a little bit further ahead?
But
you can see the cobra rising above the townhouses. It's huge. This thing is enormous.
I've taken myself back.
All right. Well, I might just. I'll do a run and a dash then. So that's 30, and then 40, 60. So that'll get me up to here with a run and a dash. Then I think what she'll do. Just a second. Would I have line of sight on the cobra?
Absolutely, Tetra. Yep.
All right. Cool.
As you rush up to the north, getting in view around the townhouses, you can see its large serpentine body stretching around. To be honest, it kind of takes up more squares than the 20 feet I've got it taking up because it's so long. Like the head and torso rise 20 feet off the ground, and then there's another 30 feet of tail moving off after that. It's huge, this thing.
All right. Well, unfortunately, he's out of range of my stuff that I want to do anyway. But so she should just hurry up, and then 100 feet. So she will. I think what she's going to do is the little glint of stars above, little glint of stars on her, and she's going to bring out her archer form.
Alrighty, so, fantastic. As the light connects.
Yeah, not going to be able to take the shot though because it's too far away.
No worries at all. But look, worth having up for when you need it. Absolutely. Did you want to prepare an action at all?
Well, I used my action.
Oh, you action dashed. Yep. No, all good. In that case, then, Lyra.
So she's going to do the movement first. So 10, 20, 30. And then... Sure. I think I might see if I can maybe take a dodge action just in case, this cobra starts firing in our direction.
Nope, absolutely.
Don't forget there's scorpions around the area as well. It's not just the cobra. look at Owen sinister grin like, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'm hiding.
Alrighty. Anything else in your turn, Lyra?
Just to use the bonus action, I think she's just going to cast Shillelagh on her staff, just in case she needs to swing at something.
Yay! Alrighty, it is Niles' go, but before that happens, Lyra, Krasus, Nauthiz, and Tetra, as you are closest to the gates, you would be probably the only ones who would hear. Oh, actually, and Niles, you're quite high up as well, so probably you would see this as well, Niles. You see a human figure. It looks like a woman rushing towards the gates from around the eastern wall. And as she runs up in line with the gates and peers around, she calls out, "Nomu, you're alive! What are you doing? We need to get out of here. We need your help." As she calls out from around the corner. She then uses, that is actually her full turn to action dash up to there. So that is all she does, is she calls out to peasants.
That's good. This is a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a scorpion that was about to kill Mr. Library.
You watch as emerging from the ground, a large bullet rises.
God damn it!
It kills both of them
and eats them both whole.
Trigger alarm on the carriage.
Nomu on his go, because he's at the end of the initiative order, rushes up 10, 30. He moves up towards the woman and goes, "Oh, Cynthia, you're alive. Where are the rest of the townsfolk? And that's probably all you would hear from that direction as he calls it out and then rushes up.
So she was from the outside. Doesn't matter. Harry.
Yeah, she's come from around the outer section of
outside,
the wall.
Yeah, I thought she came from the inside. Yeah. That's
No,
all right. Harry has no idea.
No, Harry probably would only vaguely hear some talking from the distance. Niles, I pass over to you.
500 feet. He wouldn't hear anything. Oh, he's got big ears. Yeah, he's got big ears.
He's got big. He's got big ears.
You're probably preoccupied with the drone cobra thing.
Possibly a little bit.
Potentially kill you.
Niles is up pretty high and probably sees Noma making it through the gate. And he's just going to yell out, "We should try and get out of here while we can, friends. I'll fly over this wall and try to divert it away from you." And Niles is just going to take the dash action and move. Well, he's just going to fly right over the wall and probably end up over here somewhere.
Alrighty, Niles just takes a southward movement, flies straight over the wall. And Niles, you can see over towards your left, over towards the east, Nomu and Cynthia sort of moving towards each other and talking quite excitedly. But from this distance, it's very hard to make out what they're saying.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Harry, it's your go.
Cool. Question about movement, right? So I got
Yes.
30 feet of movement. I can use my dash to move another 30.
Yep.
So that's 60. So
Yes.
Just before we do this, chess rules, I can always move back, right? So if
Yes.
I move from there,
As long as it's still your turn. Yes,
there.
exactly.
60 gets me to what I would call the foot of the wall.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I have a bonus action rabbit hop.
Yep.
Which can let me jump 10 feet, which we established last week. That
Would get you over the wall. Yep.
So can I use that to jump over the wall?
Yes, I'm going
Yes.
to argue that momentum is your friend here, Harry. As you rush forwards and activate the leap at the end of your movement, I reckon the momentum would at least carry you up onto the wall itself.
Okay, so you're giving me onto the wall, or you're giving me over the wall?
I'm giving you onto the wall because there is there's crenellations along the wall and an area where people can sections where people. Oh no, but the lower section only has the palisade. So no, you would go over the wall because the wall is a bit thicker on the map than it is in real life. So that movement over would take you over the wall onto the grass. Yes,
Cool.
absolutely.
Yep. So yeah, Harry does that, but makes an effort to do it as keeping himself low as he can because the scorpion doesn't know where he is.
Yep.
To try and make the scorpion think he's still around the area.
You rolled a natural 20 for your stealth check. It's not focused on you at all. It does not know where you are.
Cool. And Harry makes eye contact with Niles.
Ah, good.
Is it what do you say or do anything, or just look at him and go?
Well, he was going to make
Scared
eye
rabbit.
contact before Niles ran away, but when Niles flew away, Harry took it as maybe whether Niles did or didn't, he imagined that they made eye contact before he flew away. So
Yes.
Oh.
Harry bounced, and as he's jumping over the wall, he's looking at Niles.
Well, I mean,
thumbs up. And he
You
went,
rolled a pretty high stealth check. I don't even know Niles would know where you were.
I will say, you do see the rabbit fly over the wall at hyperspeed.
Yeah.
It's not that the snake wouldn't see you, it's that the snake's attention is elsewhere. It's now focused. As Niles has flown off, the snake is still sort of looking around trying to find this bunny that it saw around the side of the building. So your stealth really kicks in as you move through the townhouses, and then that final jump, that natural 20 kind of represents the luck that kicks in, where the snake isn't looking at the exact right spot as you emerge from cover. It's just perfect timing as you just sail over the wall.
Harry has very good luck. He does have 2 rabbit's feet after all. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty, it is the drone's go next. The drone is going to continue looking for the creatures that dared attack it. It knows that the pesky owl has flown over the wall. It thinks there's still a rabbit here. It's going to start moving 10, 20. It's going to smash through the section of the townhouse and emerge around the other side to where it last sort of saw Harry moving. And then it is going to use its action to try and destroy the townhouse around it. Which it absolutely does. So you watch as the snake just... The metal plating on its tail moves into this sharp, almost like a pointed ridge of spines as the metal platings unhook, detach, move up, and then hook back on again. And then it just swings its tail round and crushes through the lower floor of the townhouse. The entire building, with this groan and cracking of stone and wood, just collapses in on itself before the snake begins looking through the rubble. I will say that from where Tetra is, you would observe this, Tetra. As the snake does this and pauses, the large section of metal plating that almost forms like this hood around its head opens back up again. And you can see this almost like soft red light shining out from it as it moves the red light over the rubble. Almost like it's trying to sense something.
What?
That's cool.
That is the Cobra's go. Now it is.
Okay, so.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite homebrew enemies I've ever made.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very Terminator feeling.
Yeah.
It was actually a little bit inspired by Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon
Yeah, I
Forbidden
can see
West. Yeah.
I can see that.
The serpent you fight at the beginning of Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm gonna get to here with a dash.
With a dash.
Well, not within 30 feet, am I? No. Okay.
Now it is, you're moving up towards it.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting that way.
Yeah, we're going to the.
Yeah. So I'm kind of heading in that way, but I'm going to see if I can get this aura thing within 30 feet, potentially.
Okay.
But can I sneak?
You
I
can
try and-
absolutely try.
Yeah.
This is great. So for those of you who are watching on the stream and on YouTube, you can see everyone's tokens and you can see what everyone else can see. The players can only see what their characters can see. So at this point, none of the others know where Michael and Michael, Jared, Ali, where they all are. Oh yeah, no, but like you guys can't see where Matt and Dave have gone. where Niles and Harry have gone. I did describe the direction that they headed for podcast listeners. Now it is stealth of 18. You
Pretty
duck.
good.
What was that? Sorry.
It's pretty good for a
Pretty good for +0.
limestone.
Just a flat. Well, actually, the stone kind of helps in this situation because there is rubble everywhere, and this half destroyed. You're just blending in. You're just hiding in plain sight as you move, and then stand stock still because you're not biological in nature. Like for you to be perfectly stone still is not a hard thing for you to do. You just have to cease concentrating, and movement stops. Like for you to move that requires concentration. Unlike biological creatures who are always moving all the time.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
You don't need. You're made of stone, so you just sort of move and then stop, and you watch as the snake turns its head around, focusing, looking back, and then as soon as its head is off, it's just like playing Grandma's footsteps.
Red light,
Red light,
green light.
Red light, green light, Grandma's footsteps. You just trot up a little bit further and then stop, and then trot up a little bit further and then put your head down, and then trot up a little bit further.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm making lighthearted of this incredibly tense moment, but now you are now within 30 feet of this creature.
Oh, am I actually? I thought it was 50 feet.
Oh, you're within 50 feet. Sorry, yeah. 30 feet would be, sorry, you're within 50 feet of this creature. Still a lot closer than most sane people would want to be, but yeah.
Yeah. So close. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Krasus, it's your turn.
I wasn't expecting Nauthiz to move towards the Cobra.
I don't think anyone was.
So I don't actually know she's done that though, because I saw her disappear in here.
Yeah, and she was stealthing. You don't know where she's gone.
So
Now
I'm
there's
just
they
gonna
have just disappeared from your perspective.
I'm not. From a meta standpoint, I would be there to support Nauthiz, but because I don't know what she's actually doing, and the whole plan was to lead this Cobra away, I'm just gonna dash to the sphere.
To the sphere.
Okay.
So,
To the sphere?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Isn't
We
that
have-
how we're going?
No, that's what you
Didn't
want to do.
everyone say we're gonna? Didn't everyone say we're gonna meet up at the sphere?
No, but that's okay. This is going to be fun.
I'm confused. I thought that's what I was told. Like, where are we
This
moving?
would be one of those times where the spell message would be amazing.
Oh.
I don't think any of you have message.
What was the plan before?
Harry yelled it before he disappeared with Niles.
Harry did yell it.
What did Harry yell?
We'll meet you guys. We'll loop around and meet you guys at the sphere.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I heard that. That's why I'm getting confused. Okay, so we are meeting at the sphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but the problem is, we've still got the Cobra to do it. But I'm not
Yes.
saying that because because Niles is just trying to look
You
around.
guys have like jumped off / flown over the wall. So Nauthiz is moving towards the cobra.
Well, the original goal was to distract the Cobra from the team, and then give safe passage
That's
to the
right.
gate and then back to the sphere.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to stick to that. That's our plan for now. I'm going to dash. No one is in immediate danger. Well, Krasus doesn't know that. So 10, 20, 30. And Nauthiz has got an 18 for stealth, so I can't even see her. So 40, 50, 60. That's my dash.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Tetra.
Yeah, perfect.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
So, did Tetra see now there's
No.
moving?
Vanish. Now there's moved between a gap between the buildings and then disappeared behind the buildings.
But
So we have
Tetra
no idea what...
knows she's in the rough area, though.
I'm going to the sphere.
Okay. All right.
I'm actually closer to the sphere than most of you guys.
That's not inaccurate. Okay, well, what she'll do is she'll sort of keep the trajectory that she's going, being up this way, and she'll do a dash. So she'll go 10, 20, 30, 40. I think 60 gets her. Wait, actually, let me just measure that. Sorry, guys. I'll measure that instead. Yeah, I was right. Cool. 60 gets her there. So she'll get up there. Now
Tetra's running 60 feet just basically out into the open in the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
She's sort of cutting through there. She's got her bow up, so she's just kind of doing a sort of a cut over here, and then she'll go and hide somewhere when she gets the chance.
Alrighty. Next up is Lyra.
So she is a little bit torn between yelling out towards like the person that she can just see coming up to Mr. Library through the gate, but knowing that sort of all her friends have sort of all kind of run off. She also doesn't want to shout out in case the Cobra can hear. So
Yep.
I think I'm just going to action dash 60 foot in a straight direction. Where is the... Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then sort of 6 tucked up sort of around this rubble.
Alrighty, so Lyra running basically up flush with Krasus and Tetra trying to get up towards the sphere as much and as quickly as they can.
Yeah.
Alrighty. At the end of the round...
If I still have time.
Yeah.
Can she sort of speak out to sort of Tetra and Krasus who are close to her and just sort of be like, do we have a plan on losing the Cobra before we try and figure out how to get into the sphere? And that's it.
Okay. At the end of the turn, some things happen that you can't see. Next up. Actually, no. Niles and Harry can see from their perspective. You watch as Cynthia and Nomu rush up and begin talking hurriedly. Nomu looking like very concerned and then pointing back towards the town gates. And then the two of them begin heading into the town.
Wait, what?
What?
Niles, you're up first. At the top of the round.
Niles sees this and is thoroughly confused because he was like of the impression that we'll distract the Cobra and get you to the cart so you can be safe. And then he sees Nomu walking back with Cynthia. Well, he doesn't know.
Yeah, they look very, very distressed, Niles. From what you can see, their body language, they look quite concerned.
Yeah, Niles is pretty confused by this. I'm not gonna lie. I look down at Harry and just sort of say, did you catch that? Something
No,
isn't
but we
right.
should probably catch them.
I agree.
Nice.
If we don't catch them, they might become dust bunnies.
Yeah. I can only move 80 feet, so that's not gonna be... It'll get me to... Yeah, I'm gonna take the dash action again and get to there. sort of like swooping down underneath not
The edge of the
touching the ground
palisade
just
wall.
yet, but
Yeah.
but I'm just hovering above the palisade wall slightly.
Yep. Brilliant. As you
probably
rush
just call
back
it-
towards the east, towards the town gate.
I don't know if I'd call out because I don't want to distract. I don't want to bring the Cobra this way. But I'll probably just be moving as fast as I can towards
Yep.
Nomu and Cynthia. Oh yeah, the unnamed NPC, I will say.
Yeah, because you
For
don't know
me.
her name. Yep.
I don't know her name yet.
Harry, it's your turn.
Okay, here he runs across as fast as he can. He got 30 movement, action dash, and then bonus action dash as well. So that's 90 feet.
Yeah, no,
And he knows he's right behind the wall, so he knows if he yells like the way sound works, it's obviously not going to go over the wall too much. He's like,
yeah.
hey, Mr. Library, Nomu, where you going?
You hear a oh as the sound carries around the wall, and there's a reaction from the people on the other side.
Oh, good.
And that's my turn.
The drones go. The large metal cobra turns around, spying fresh prey, standing right out in the open, over in the middle of the town. It's going to move 10, 20, 30, 40 feet. Right past Nauthiz, not seeing Nauthiz at all, up towards
I
Tetra.
got a reaction.
Okay.
I got a reaction. So
Yep.
as he goes past 30 feet, I get to make a reaction, and he has to make a... What? Okay. Oh wait, ends its turn. Never mind.
End of its turn. Okay. Well, it moves 40 feet directly towards the north east, directly towards Tetra, Lyra, and Krasus. Krasus has rolled a stealth check, so Krasus is in stealth. But yeah, Tetra and Lyra are basically out in the open at this point. As the serpent, as this large clockwork serpent reaches up towards Tetra, it raises itself up, and you watch as those familiar crackles of energy begin moving across the hood, and then this bolt of lightning shoots out from it in a straight line. Brilliant. Tetra, Lyra, and Krasus. Krasus, even though you are stealthed, unfortunately the direct line still hits you.
Oh no.
That is so unfortunate.
You guys are worried about me.
I need all three of you. I need all three of you.
This did like 16 damage to me last turn.
I need all three of you to roll me dexterity
Great.
saving throws, please.
I'm probably going down.
Oh no.
13 for Tetra, that's not great, Tetra. Lyra, 10, that's not great, Lyra. 12 for Krasus,
Wow.
that's no good.
I'm gonna go down.
So-
I only got 10 HP.
So last time
Can I
with
add a
a...
guidance to that myself?
what was that, sorry?
There's an action, never mind. Never mind.
So last time when Harry rolled a dexterity save, he rolled a 13, which was also a fail.
Oh,
So-
I know what I'm doing.
okay.
I'm gonna do a reaction chronal shift on myself, I think.
Yep.
Ooh.
Does that kick in before the damage is read out loud or after?
So, well, you haven't read the damage anyway yet, which is
No,
good.
I was gonna wait
If I
till you told
show
me if it's
that,
before
there
or
you
after.
go.
You can
So as a
magically exert
reaction-
control flow of time. As a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll. Yep, so you could use that on yourself. You make this decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails. So yes, so your roll has failed. Would you like to re-roll your dexterity
I'm
saving
trying to stay alive. So
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Damn, it's worse.
Oh no.
throw? 7, that's worse.
It's really not that good.
So as you go to chronal shift, Krasus, I'd say probably like the panic
Oh my lord!
of
you
what's
know
happening.
What?
Yeah.
It says I can use this ability twice. I
Twice.
don't really want to, but I think I have to.
It is an action. Oh no, as a reaction. Yeah, sorry. It just says
It's a-
underneath. That's weird. It says action
Oh.
underneath chronal shift, but no, it
That's
is a
the point.
reaction. So you've already used it. So that is your
You
reaction
used it
gone.
Twice, though. What does that mean?
I think basically you've got 2 uses of
Oh.
it per long rest.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a mute. That's
Oh,
That
guys.
did confuse me.
Let
That
me.
sucks, man.
let
I only
me-
have 10 HP. I didn't heal from the other combat. I'm a wizard, so.
no. Okay.
Oh.
This could be bad then.
It's fine.
14. It's
I'm
not as
down.
bad as it could have been.
That's could have been worse.
Could have been a lot
I'm down
worse.
though.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. So as this blast of lightning shoots out from the Cobra, pushing forwards, this you can smell the ozone from the air as this blast of lightning crackles across its body and then shoots out, striking Tetra, then Lyra, and finally earthing itself on Krasus. Krasus just drops. Krasus, I'm going to need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw to avoid taking an injury.
Because you love it when everyone runs
I love my
next to
injury
you in a
table.
line.
I love my injury table so much. If you want to use the custom injury table, you can too, over at the wiki.
That's not bad.
I've just put in chat.
What did I need to add to that? My con?
Yeah, it's Constitution saving throw. So that's passed because it's already exceeded the damage 17. That you took to knock you to 0. So the damage you took was a 14. So 17, absolute pass. You do not take an injury from this, which is a shame. Do you want to roll me a d20 to see what the lightning damage injury would have been?
Would have done?
Yeah,
I want to see this.
I'm always a huge fan of the...
There you go.
2.
That would have been bad.
That would have been bad. So for 2 for lightning damage, let me just go to lightning. Paralysis. The intense energy arcing through your body has disrupted your sympathetic nervous system. Whenever you take an action in combat, you must first succeed on a DC 14 con save or be paralyzed until the start of your next turn. It is punishing.
Wow.
That could have been bad.
The question I have to ask.
Hello.
Does Tetra and Lyra know where Krasus is? Because I did stealth.
Even though you were stealthed, Krasus, as you drop to 0, like you make a noise, as you drop, and then
I'm pretty sure the screaming of being electrocuted.
So
No, I'm just checking because I want to make sure that everyone knows where I am instead of being stealthed and no one knowing where I died.
So no, you do not take that injury, but that is that would have been a brutal injury if you had. That is awful. Tetra and Lyra, you take that 14 lightning damage. Yeah, who looks the happiest? Matt's looking pretty happy. Matt, could you roll me a d6, please? I want to see if this recharges for its next turn.
Yeah, okay.
4. Thank you, Matt. That is the Cobra's go. Now it is. Oh, did you have a reaction at the end of its go?
I do.
Would you like to use it?
At the end, yes. At the end of its turn, Nauthiz, who has been like waiting in the wings like a rock, will stand up and like use their shield, and there's like they've got like a band of carved runes, and that just flashes out, and I would like it to make a wisdom saving throw against my stone giant's rune.
Okay, cool. I will make a wisdom saving throw.
Also, question before you do that.
Hello.
Can I use my inspiration to give a disadvantage on those things?
We haven't normally we've normally used inspiration just for yourself, like just for your rolls. Fine. But I'm happy. I'm happy because like 99% of the time you probably would want to save inspiration for yourself. But I'm more than happy to run inspiration to be used against creatures. The only reason we haven't done it is just because I think normally it's not something we've ever thought of being a high priority.
Yeah, some do, some don't. So
I'm happy to do it. No, absolutely happy to do it. 100%.
Yeah. I'll use my inspiration to impose disadvantage.
Alrighty, I will roll with disadvantage.
For wisdom.
First roll 16, second roll 7.
That fails. My DC is 13.
Brilliant, amazing.
Wow.
Take me through your stone rune.
I'll put it in VTT. So what happens is it's distracted by all the pretty lights. It is charmed by me for a minute. It has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, sending into a dreamy stupor. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Shit, that is amazing. That's so good. So what does the stone rune look like? Because it's the first time you've ever used your runic abilities as a rune knight. Do you want to talk us through what it looks like and how that works? That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So as Nauthiz kind of stands up and is prepared to like fight this thing, which is not a great idea, but they're going to do it. The sunlight just glances off these runes that kind of line the brow of Nauthiz, and sort of that you've seen sort of this that like dust and grime on their body before, and the light just catches something underneath the rubble and flashes out towards this scorpion, and like mirror of a sort of runic light kind of is outlined on this creature just briefly, and it can't look away.
I love it. It's as the light like strikes your runes, they glow, and that glow reflected on the ground seems to almost channel the magic. And that you watch as the snake sort of slows, the clockwork inside of it ticking down, this tick, 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 as the plates slide and lock into place, as it sort of stops looking at the runes, and the lights behind its eyes dim, as if it is no longer active. Nauthiz, that was a brilliant reaction. What would you like to do for your actual turn?
I run.
You run?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I run away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I imagine you stealthing up and then being ready to. Are you aware that you do the reaction?
No. They thought that they were going to fight this thing. They're like,
You're probably thinking to yourself like, I scared it, and then you're just like running away, like.
oh dear.
Rave, so Nauthiz ran away. Rave, you ran away. Amazing. Nauthiz, you've got your full turn, and you get your reaction back at the end of your turn, so brilliant.
And I did. There we go.
Krasus. Unfortunately, that is going to be a death saving throw, my friend.
Got this.
That it shall.
Our second or third death saving throw of the
It's a
entire campaign.
success.
15's a good start. That's a great start for a death saving throw. Brilliant. Tetra, you're up next. You watch Tetra as Nauthiz does something magical. Some effect that you've never seen before activates as Nauthiz runes grow even brighter. And as they run away, the snake doesn't even turn to look at them. It's just stopped staring down at this pattern of runes projected onto the ground that still seem to glow softly with this very light blue light.
Well, she's impressed. She likes the shiny things. But there's something a little bit more impressive in this because you just saw her friend Krasus get absolutely fried. So what she's going to do is the glow that is the archer form on her for the couple of little crystals is going to just sort of like spark and fade. And then other crystals around her. So one over her heart and one just on the back of her head are going to start to glow, start to pulse and start to glow. And when they do, each of the stones that she's handed her friends are going to get a soft little glow. And then she's going to pick up her chalice form and she's going to cast Healing Word on Krasus and also on Lyra.
Brilliant, because with your chalice form, you can double the targets for your healing. You can give 2 people the benefits of any healing spell.
Wow.
Yes,
great.
indeed. So let me just
Circle of the Stars is almost as powerful as the Circle of the Moon Druid. And if you play it right, you can not only have one of the coolest themes of any D&D subclass ever, you can also have just immense versatility. I am actually at the point where I think Circle of the Stars might be my favorite Druid subclass. I love Moon Druid, but really Moon Druid only has a couple of things, which is I turn into the highest CR creature that I can, and I kill whatever's in front of me.
And you can't really kill me.
Yeah, Stars Druid, Circle of the Stars Druid, you are so versatile. It is brilliant. Yeah. I really, really love Circle of the Stars Druid. It's one of my favorites. 7 hit points to both of you.
No,
you get a bonus to that.
7 hit points to one, and then this would be to the other.
9
so
to the other.
Whatever's higher goes to Krasus.
Alrighty, so Lyra, you regain 7. Krasus, you regain 9. Brilliant. Yeah. Actually,
feel fine.
Krasus, as you dropped to 0 and then were brought back, there's this pulsing light. And as you look down, the metal diamond implant in your hand pulses once and then goes dark again.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, that's one of my 9 lives gone.
Then Tetra's going to head up here. Yeah.
Tetra just heading through the ruined buildings towards the north.
Yeah, and duck into the rubble and try and hide in there.
Brilliant. So you've used up your actions for a hide, but as you move behind the rubble, you don't need to roll for a stealth or anything. You just move behind the rubble, hoping that you're out of sight, heading directly for the sphere.
Chalice is no action, but the spell is.
Yeah. Chalice to switch the forms is bonus, though, isn't it?
Yeah. No, Chalice and Dragon aren't actions.
Just no
Fucking
action.
hell.
No. Yeah.
That's amazing. I see what I mean? Circle of the Stars Druid. Seriously.
Wow.
If you want to try a really cool subclass, Circle of the Stars. Loads of fun. And we have some more constellations that Michael will be unlocking. I'm happy to reveal because it's not anything of a spoiler, but you'll be unlocking alternative starry forms at, I believe, let me see what I've written here. I believe it's level 5, level 8, and level 11.
Wow.
I've got 3 new forms. I've almost finished all 3. The first 2 are done. The last one's almost finished. I can't help myself with homebrew stuff. Alrighty, Lyra, it's your turn next. Not all heroes wear capes.
Oh, Krasus, I didn't see you there. And she sort of turns around, gives him a
I'm fine.
I
No help
mostly
necessary.
believe you.
You hear him whisper, "Thanks, Tetra." Whisper
Tetra,
there.
thank you. As you let out a bit of a cough.
We're gonna go 10, 20, sort of 30. I'm not sure if she has to sort of cut out to get around that sort of pile of rubble, but depending on how tall.
No.
she'll,
You can just as you scramble over the rubble. That's not a problem. That's fine. As you
That's
head directly
not
north.
tall enough to sort of hide behind, is it?
It's very flat rubble. Sorry.
In that case, maybe
Just take one
let's
step to
go
the right.
another
You'll be fine.
to the right.
It's just a jump to the left.
Right, she takes a step to the right and then tries to hide in sort of behind the house.
Brilliant. If you wanted to roll a stealth check, if you haven't used your action, you may do so. Niles.
Niles is completely unaware of anything that's happening on the other side of the wall.
All going well, Niles. As far as you know, the others are at the sphere.
Nomu's before this? Like, Nomu end of the round?
Yes, that is true.
Oh,
Thank
it is
you.
Nomu's turn.
Yes,
That's right.
they will have moved their full 40 feet to get out and move towards you. Nomu, like, waving frantically and trying to gesture you over, going, "Oh, please, we must hurry. The others, the villagers, I know where they are." As he calls out, running
He's
towards
on
you
the
guys.
cart. The alarm goes off.
Oh, the cart's underneath the trees, hidden underneath the trees. Oh my goodness! As he stumbles across. No, they move past the cart, not even seeing it, because Krasus did such a good job hiding it. Niles, finish your go.
Yeah, Niles is
very
just gonna
interesting.
once again. Oh, sorry. All right, what did you say?
No, I was saying, I think from memory, Krasus did an average job at hiding it.
Yeah, that's true. It was. I think it was
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I think it was like a 12.
I think it was
or
like a 12, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's still not too bad. And they're in a rush. They're
yeah.
not looking out for a cart.
that's true. Niles is going to use his dash action once again to get almost to Nomu, and just sort of saying, "Where are they? Do you know where they are?"
Yes. Oh, please, my friends. This is Cynthia. She was captured with the rest of them. You must come. They fled into the woods, and they've all been taken. The townsfolk they've been captured in some caves network. Cynthia, at this point, will speak up using her reaction. Yes, it is awful. All of them are locked in cages. There are these people. They have this strange elemental magic, and they said they're going to be sacrificing us one by one for this ritual that they are conducting. They have all of my friends and family locked. I was able to escape using my magic, but I couldn't save the others.
Were they related with the? I assume I can use my reaction to talk as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Were they related to the mechanoid and sphere people in the inside of town, or were they just bandits?
No,
in
they were a
woods?
human, elf, orc, but they were marked with this symbol that I've never seen before. It had like fire burning, and then there was like this water droplets, and then a rock, and then this like gust of wind. I've never seen anything like it before.
Were they waiting for you in the first?
We're not sure. We were trying to flee. We'd heard there was a logging camp, but they'd taken it over. They were there taking the supplies. I'm not sure if they knew we were coming or not. I don't think so. They seemed as surprised as we were.
So, out of game, real
Out of
quick.
game.
Matt knows what this is. This is a callback to.
I have described this symbol before in Tyranny of Dragons.
You
yes.
have. You have, yes. I thought that was just a minor plot point.
Nope,
but that is.
it's overarching.
Nope.
It's
Okay.
cross campaign.
Okay.
So my ADD got better if you missed that bit.
So Owen just described the cult that have taken the villages. It's the same
Oh, shit.
insignia or the same look as remember the cult back in the Elemental City? I'm
Yes.
like,
Oh.
that's a bit weird, but it's harmless.
All right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been planning this campaign for a while and planting little
Holy
seeds
shit.
in the previous campaign.
Wow.
There are going to be moments where you go,
insane.
"Oh fuck, I know this."
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Niles doesn't know any.
Niles has never heard of this before. Well, actually, Niles, would you like to roll me a history check? Harry, you may do so as well. You're a rabbit of the world.
Sure.
You're a hare of the world. You may roll.
Yeah. Harry hides his tattoo. No.
Oh, okay. Quickly, like brushes. He just like tucks his ear down over it. Ooh, that's a 7 for Niles. Unfortunately, yeah. You've got no idea.
Niles isn't the shy.
9 for Harry. Harry, you're like, oh, that sounds pretty cool, bro.
Yee.
I haven't the foggiest.
I have it the foggiest.
Niles just looks confused. That's unfortunate. But why were you heading back into the city? You said they were in the woods. Isn't that
No,
back
I
the
was
way you
coming to
came?
try and find. I was running for the main road when I saw a commotion happening in the city, and I wondered if there was anyone else left. I was going to try and make my way to Oxenfurt and get some people urgently. I don't know how much. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how many people are going to be. But if you have friends and allies here, please, we need your help.
Oh, I certainly do, but we're in a bit of a situation at the moment. There's a very large, angry, metal, snake-like creature that seems to be quite deadly. We're trying to draw it away to allow Nomu to escape, but I would really advise you not heading back into the city until we have the situation under control. If that's even possible.
Should we wait here for you to finish your mission inside the city, and then we can all travel together?
Well, like, how long did you feel like the cultists were? Like, is it like a 12-hour thing or like a 24-hour thing?
I don't know. I left before. The person
They were going
in
to
charge.
sacrifice you tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm sorry. The person in charge, the leader, they're very. I've never seen anything like them. They have this. They look like a Genasi, but there's like stuff growing through their skin, like veins of fire and rock. I've never seen anything like them before. They were quite scary. They said that we were an excellent source of life force energy. I'm not sure. They said that we would be furthering a very great and noble cause with our sacrifice. I don't know what that actually means. I've assumed they mean to take our lives. That sounded right, like life force energy, noble sacrifice.
Well, they had you against your will, so that is enough for me.
Cages in a cave network. I can take you there. No problem. I remember the way back.
We have to get. We have to get our friends back. It seems like the situation's changed significantly.
I don't know. If you have business inside the town, maybe if you need to defeat this creature first so it doesn't follow us or destroy the town more, please. You don't have to rush like right away. If your friends are in danger, please like make sure you save them, look after them. I wouldn't want you to leave people behind in trouble.
Harry starts boiling a kettle of water for tea. No.
I've got to make some hot leaf juice for you guys. You look like you're pretty parched. You had a bit of a journey, mate. You're pretty parched.
You like peach Tez.
You're a bit parched as, bro. Parched as. Anti-avatar, nice. I'd say Niles and Harry, that conversation probably would use up most of your turns. Harry, and if there's anything you wanted to add. Oh no, you're brewing tea. Don't even worry, Harry. You get started on that. We'll come back.
Do I not get any movement?
You can move up. That's fine. Yeah, you can definitely move up while you were talking. 100%.
Niles, and cut me off if I'm running out of time. Do you think we should finish our spear thing and then go help them?
Our spear thing?
A little spear problem in the middle of town?
Oh, yes. No, yes, for sure. Well, I'm not sure. The sphere is here. It's they're obviously stripping the town away, but it seems to me like the most important thing are the townspeople. But I can't really have that conversation until we reconvene with everyone. That's the problem. I say we meet back at the sphere, we tell them the situation, and then we take it. We go from there.
We get to the spear, about to enter, we turn around and go to the forest. Okay, let's catch up with the others. Harry will use his movement and his bonus action. Yeah.
Yep.
And then his
Meet back at the Winchester, wait for it all to blow
other
over.
dash.
Oh, good reference.
Great reference. What a
Oh,
movie.
Shaun of the Dead. Classic.
So good.
The Cobra's go. Now, the Cobra is still charmed, so I need to repeat that saving throw at the end of its turn.
That's nice.
I will make a wisdom
Because
saving
that means
throw.
at least, yeah, that's good. That means at least one turn is like done.
Beat 13 though. Level 3.
11. The Cobra just slowly... It's just like it's frozen in place. Whatever is happening inside of it has slowed right down. There's still this... as the internal components continue moving, but otherwise it seems to be unable or unwilling to move from its position.
Something about those giant runes, you know?
Something about those giant runes. Nauthiz, please. This is brutalized this deadly encounter. This has done some damage.
Yeah.
Well, not literally.
No spellcasting, I said, this campaign. Nope, definitely not.
Did you actually say that? Because that was never going to happen.
I know. I'm going towards the sphere. 5, 10, 20, 30.
10 inch.
Yeah, 35, 40. Yeah, that's as far as I can get.
Remember, each square is 10 feet.
10, yeah. So it's, where was I? Here.
50 feet. That's perfect. Yep, you're 50 feet.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Nauthiz, as you rush up towards the edge of the sphere, the ring of soldier ants that were guarding it previously are still there. But as you approach, they part, moving aside to create a small channel. This like clicking of the mandibles, their antennae wiggling as they look and move towards you, threateningly at first, and then pause. The antennae sort of twitching a little bit, and then they move back, creating a very small passageway through the middle, standing guard on either side.
I wish the Cobra did that.
Didn't try.
You could do it at the moment, though. It's charmed.
That's true.
Krasus, half your movement to stand up, and then skedaddle.
So, okay. So I'm prone, but do I see now this... Do I see everything unfolded now? This in the
I'd say that even though there's a partially destroyed building, partly in the way, you can kind of looking around as you sit up and stand up, you can see around and see Nauthiz moving through.
Can I do a check to see? I don't know. It's hard to say because they've parted ways for Nauthiz.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sort of gauge if they've done that because she's technically inorganic. Because if an organic had went up to them, it might have... It's hard, maybe not a check. It's actually probably more of a... It's actually when I'm probably thinking about it now. Oh. No, I don't really know how... Yeah.
It's kind of like an intelligence. You could
It's
do
more
it.
just like a basic
I'd
intelligence
say that
check.
you could do it as like a version of a nature check almost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's just because the question's sort of like
Yeah.
hitting me now a bit differently because there's no other organics there to actually test it out and see.
compare
It's
and
so hard to
contrast.
tell. It's so hard to tell that just by asking.
Do you
want to
roll a nature check, and I can describe
Alright.
their behavior in more detail to you?
11 actually.
11. Something about Nauthiz, as Nauthiz approached, initially they were hostile and they moved up, and then as they got close to Nauthiz, they suddenly stopped, antennae moving around as if sensing or becoming aware of something, and then they backed off.
Okay. I've made this realization. I don't know if Krasus would. It's obviously connected with our stones in our hands.
I argue that if you come up with an idea, normally, unless your character has like less than 10 intelligence, normally your character comes up with that idea.
Okay.
I normally rule that. That's the otherwise it's like And it's up to you. If you think your character wouldn't come up with it, then that's absolutely fine. But
my guy's high intelligence. I think he would if I came up with it.
Yeah,
He's more intelligent than I am.
then absolutely Krasus thinks of this.
Okay, this is. I'm sorry that I'm stalling. It's just there's so many moving parts now because we're all saying to move to the sphere. The sphere's opened up. Now this is going in. These two are over here with their own situation. People in the cave. Krasus doesn't know that.
Nope.
But Krasus isn't. I don't think I would realize. This is getting very dangerous, and I went down. So, okay, I'm gonna do a quick 6-second free interaction thing, whatever, with Tetra and Lyra, real quick.
Okay.
Do you guys think we should move forward or go backwards? I'm fine, but I had a quite quick fall, so I just tripped. We could. Should we run to the gate or after now? What are we planning on? What's the goal?
I mean, I thought we're meeting at the sphere, and now this has already gone in that direction.
I mean, after my trip, I am thinking differently.
I too could actually very much go for maybe a nap before engaging in potential business.
I know this is only 6 seconds, but
really fast.
Talking really fast.
6 seconds is a bit longer than you might think.
Can I? Yeah, that's true. Can I ready an action?
Yeah.
I'm going to move just a little bit more into the rubble, just to get behind some form of cover. That's 15 feet as much as I can get in, so probably about there. Yep. Now, can you actually hold bonus actions?
Yeah. You kind of can't, but I'm happy to allow you to hold it because in my mind it makes sense to be able to hold either an action or a bonus action, your choice.
Okay.
Because I also allow you to hold movement. You can be like, oh, I want to hold my movement. If I see this happens or this happens, I want to run 30 feet in that direction. I just rule it that you have to pick one of those things: movement, bonus action, or action, and then you do that.
Okay, so I've done all my movement. I'm going to use so I'm going to hold a bonus action. Yep. I'm going to hold a Starlight Step, which is I can teleport up to 30 feet. So if that Cobra gets anywhere near me, or any of these guys, so I guess there's two triggers. Like the Cobra runs at me to attack me. I'm behind cover, so probably the best I can get for like adding cover to my save.
Yep.
But if any of these guys, if the plan is to run to the sphere and Nauthiz, then I'll Starlight Teleport or Starlight Step to them. If they start running to the gate, then I'll Starlight Teleport to them.
In that case, then your trigger action would be when I see my friends move in a direction, I teleport in that direction. Because you kind of have to pick one trigger. Okay. That sums up really nicely. Yeah, that gives you the sum.
I'll do that instead.
Because I know there'll be people in chat going, you only get to pick one type of trigger. Well, that's it. You go, when I see my friends moving in a direction, I will Starlight Teleport in that direction.
With them, yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Brilliant. Tetra.
Okay, well, no, she stand by what she said. Now this is running in that direction, and this looks like it's going to go into the thing. So she's going to go up that thing. She's going to go on dash and up to it. Where now is? Shoop, shoop.
Hey.
Hello.
Tetra, as you rush up, again, the ants close in around behind Nauthiz, moving towards you, their jaws open, the mandibles clicking together ominously. And exactly the same as Nauthiz. When you get to within 10 feet, the ants stop. Antennae twitching, or they back off and reopen up the circle, allowing you to pass through closer to the sphere.
Hello, little scatterbugs.
As you move your hand up and down, which hand are you moving? Is that your left hand?
Yes.
And your right handed, correct?
Yes.
As you move your hand up and down, the ants move to follow your left hand.
That's so cool.
Oh, hello. Hey, yo.
They move there as you wave your hands up above your heads. The ants, the 5 ants closest to you, move and follow the movement.
Whoa. That's cool.
Limited power.
Over ants. I am Ant Gem. Ant Gem. Anything else you want to touch on?
Well, here's my action to do. Not terribly much more she can do, so she's sort of okay. See what her friends do. I'm here with now, though. So.
Alrighty. Krasus, seeing as Tetra has moved, did you want to activate your Starry Step?
Can I wait to see what Lyra does?
You did say friends, so that is plural. That is absolutely true. Technically, you would have to wait for Lyra as well. Lyra, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Damn it, Krasus, I was gonna do the same thing. And she's like just sort of looking confused between them.
Their corpses will feed the mushrooms that you hold so dear to your heart. That's what you hear in your mind.
It won't help either, but
from your symbiote. no,
oh my
obviously
God,
not.
this talks to her.
No, obviously not.
You don't walk anymore. Come on.
No, I actually like this. I want the symbiote to be a thing now.
I'm gonna play it like Venom. Feed us, Lyra. We are hungry. Let us feast on their flesh as you feast on their fear.
Don't feast on their head.
Okay, did Lyra sort of see the thing that Tetra was doing with the hand?
Yes. Yeah, definitely from where you are.
If she can shout out, like, Tetra, do you reckon you could get them to follow you doing that?
I mean, probably.
We could make a wall of ants and use it to, I don't know, maybe the ants would protect us against the scorpion thing. And by scorpion, I mean snake. But sort of knowing that they're over there, she's like, in for a penny, in for a pound, and is gonna go do an action dash and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just try and hide behind this, well, not really hide because she's your action, but sort of like try and put this rocky pinnacle thing between her and the cobra.
Brilliant. As Lyra rushes up, the ground around here, Lyra, as you get to within sort of 30, 40 feet of the sphere, the ground is broken and overturned. You can see there are still cracks glowing with white-hot heat around the edge, almost like veins running through the earth itself, leading back towards the sphere. And as you look down one of these crevices running behind the rock, you can see that the crevice extends far deeper than you initially thought. This massive crack pushing down through the crust down towards this vast network underneath, and you can see the glint of metal below you as you rush up over that point, and a lot more of these creatures moving around below. The sudden reflection of clockwork creatures under the earth beneath the sphere and the town.
More anti or cobra-y?
They look like a lot of different creatures. Do you want to make me a perception check, Lyra?
Oh dear.
No,
Yes.
That's terrifying.
Perception. 80!
Natural 20, 25! Woo!
Wow.
Okay. Lyra, let me describe what you see. Not only do you see the familiar ants, scorpions, spiders, a few cobras,
No fun.
there's a lot larger creatures down here too. One that looks like almost a enormous burrowing creature, easily 40 feet long. This massive body about 20 feet wide, huge claws that are digging through the earth, creating these vast tunnels underneath, almost like an enormous mole. You can also see other creatures in the gloom with your natural 20. There looks to be, half buried in the earth, currently being excavated by some of the ants, an enormous bird composed of metal. Huge coils of bronze and electrum underneath its wings. And below it, what looks to be an enormous clockwork dragon. Similar to the one you saw in the Sky Castle in Tyranny of Dragons.
What?
Oh, shit.
Oh fuck.
Does she have anything left of her turn to yell out to the others?
Sure.
There's always time for a no fuck.
Yeah, guys, if you look down, there's a lot of creatures down there, including a really big clockwork dragon and some other weird shit, more of those cobras. This might be a little bit beyond us right now. Maybe it's a good idea to fuck off back to the gates. Yeah. Okay.
Brilliant. Krasus, your held action goes off. Would you like to teleport to your friends? Would you like to starry step to your friends, Krasus?
I can choose not to, right?
You can choose not to. Of course you can. I know. I'm kidding.
I think I might just play this safe for now and just stay where I am in the rubble.
Absolutely. At the end of the round, I was going to say, like, the conversation with Nomu and Cynthia went a little bit longer than the full 6 seconds. I'll say that they used then their full turn to continue talking to you, and at the end of it, Nomu goes, "Well, I hope your friends are okay." That's how he finished.
Yeah, she'll be
turn.
right.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Niles, you're up next.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cynthia will do one more thing. Cynthia will go, "I've got one more spell. I can teleport me and one other person. That's how I got out of the cages. If we need to get someone out of the town really quickly, I can teleport one other person."
But you need to be with them?
Yes, yeah, I need to be with them.
Just one person?
Just one person.
You wouldn't happen to have any like healing spells, would you?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not a healer.
No problem.
Maybe just maybe teleport Nomu out of here and we'll come find you.
Well, they're pretty safe here, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe just stay here by the cart. I'll go get my our friends and we'll meet you back here.
Okay, I'll stay with Nomu. Actually, she's younger. I'll stay with Mr. Library. There you go, now chat.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Niles, your turn.
Okay. With that, Niles is going to take flight once again. And is going to fly through the gate to here. Okay. He's not going to call out to Krasus because he can still see the Cobra. Although the Cobra is not looking like it's moving at the moment.
The Cobra seems strangely still, Niles. It's still frozen in place, staring down at these runes glowing on the ground. It's funny, the runes look a little bit like those on Nauthiz.
I can't. I'm not sure if I'd be able to see Nauthiz from here, but I'm just going to call out. I think now might be a good time to make it back to the gates while you can, friends.
Amazing.
Call out across the city.
Okay. Call back.
Harry.
Yeah, but they're so close to the sphere. What if they could, like, enter it and end all this new? I've lost my New Zealand accent. I don't even know what accent I'm using.
Just remember, beach does brew. And just remember, like, the phrase I like to keep in mind is, like, instead of an esky, it's a chili bin.
Chili bin.
Yeah. Chili bin.
Okay, yeah.
That's
but
more
like,
Canadian.
they're so close to the sphere. They could enter it in turn it off, right?
I just don't think we know enough about it yet, Harry. I'm thinking maybe the meeting at the sphere was a bad idea.
All right.
But maybe we could meet up with them. I'm just not sure. The Cobra might reactivate, or maybe now this.
Well, like, I thought they were going to go like around the long way so that the Cobra wouldn't be able to see him, but it seems like middle.
Yep. Does
like
yep.
We led them away to try and like carve them a loop around. Harry has 2 ribs left. Harry's gonna move to the edge of this house here, peer for the Cobra, and he's gonna hold his final action because he used his first dash to get there. Yeah. He's gonna hold his bonus action dash to be if the Cobra starts moving at the end of its turn.
Yeah.
He will not dash.
Okay.
But if it doesn't move but then he's going to continue dashing across.
So you could just have it as like, if the Cobra doesn't move, I will keep dashing.
One. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
The Cobras go. I need to make another wisdom saving throw. Come on, baby. If anyone in chat wants to spend some channel points to give me advantage on this roll, you're welcome to. You can also roll.
How much do I have to spend for
disadvantage? Nuts. You don't get to because you're in the game. It's only people who are watching who are not part of it. I'm gonna give chat another 5 seconds to quickly spend disadvantage or advantage on me, and then I will roll. Alrighty. As the Cobra looks down at the runes, you watch as it begins to move a little bit more, and then freeze once again. 6! This is insane! I am
I love this.
Best reaction the entire
Yeah.
campaign.
not having a lot of luck with the whiz saves. It turns out having a mechanical creature with a wisdom of 7 is biting me into ass.
Wow.
That is its full turn, as the massive metal snake is unable to move, still kept in place by this. And you've still got this, I think, for 6 more turns, correct? Because it's for 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute.
So it's been 4.
Huge.
So
Yeah, you've got 6 more
3,
turns for this to be
3.
up.
Wizard failed.
If just so you know, if you wanted to try and make a break for the gates, or if you were all going to make a break for the sphere, it sounds like you're all kind of like moving for the sphere. I'm happy to just roll the next 6 wisdom saves in a row and speed this up so that we're not all kind of like stuck in combat forever. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'm going to roll them right now.
I'm gonna do a wild shape on my turn, but
I think people will be kind of moving towards.
Wait,
the gate.
you're rolling it now, so I didn't have to use my held action yet.
You don't have to.
Okay.
I have
think
rolled.
we're probably going to convene in the middle at this point.
The highest I rolled was a 14, but guess when I rolled that one?
At the very end.
At the end?
4 turns. So you've got 4 full turns if you wanted to just fucking run for it. In the interests of speeding this up, because otherwise we'll be here forever. I was going to see what the likelihood was and if we were going to be able to speed it up. Because if I'd immediately passed the next one, I would have just left it and then carried on. No, that is I rolled. Yeah, it's on the 4th turn it will be able to do something. So that's so long. All of you can get up to the sphere from there using a dash. All of you can get there in 2 turns, to be honest.
Wait, we're
3
going
turns.
towards the sphere? We're not going to the...
Or are you running out? It's up to you guys.
I'm gonna say we probably convene in the middle, and then we decide probably what we want to do from that.
Okay.
It's like you're either heading to the gates or heading to the sphere. I'd say the people who are near the sphere, if they see us, are going to head to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
To us.
Well, do you want to?
If we're still thinking we're going to go to the sphere, we're going to meet with the middle.
I don't think we'll I don't think we'll have time to meet in the middle and just have a chat. I think we'll be all running to the middle, yelling and shouting at each other.
Yeah. No, I understand.
It's only 24 seconds, I think, overall.
Yes, it is 24 seconds.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, Tetra and Nauthiz are almost there. They could just see if they
So
can
yeah,
get through it,
I
right?
guess what are Tetra and Nauthiz doing? Are they running into the sphere? Are they running towards us on the road?
Well, now this is probably running to us.
Yeah, I was told to go to the gate, so now this will go to the gate. Tetra might be more curious.
Well, she is, but everyone's leaving and there's a gigantic cobra creature behind her, so she'll probably go as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
She's curious, but not stupid.
Tetra can get to there on the first one. So 60 feet gets you to there. And then after that, 60 feet. Yeah, so three turns will get you to the gate away from this creature.
So,
and now this is the same.
So Lyra, are you also coming with us?
Lyra's wild shaping, I think.
Yeah. She is sort of yelling the entire time, going, it's like, we're not ready for this.
Okay.
There are dragons down there.
There's a dungeon. It has dragons in it.
As Lyra runs past
Dragons
Krasus,
in the
I think Krasus would be like, "Did you say dragons? What?" And then he'll be so
look,
as we're
dragons.
running, I would be peppering you with questions as we're both running. So it's like a really frantic, erratic conversation.
Amazing.
As I basically question you on what you saw down there.
Yeah. And she just explains it as best she can. But essentially, sort of probably amping up a little bit of the scary.
Yeah.
She's like, man, they were like, it's absolutely full. This dragon was giant. There were these weird ass mole looking things. They're all just terrifying.
As
This is
you
not
all
ready for us yet.
As you all rush out the main gate, all of you get there within 3 turns. Nauthiz actually has an extra turn because we still actually Nauthiz and Krasus both have Nauthiz, Krasus, Tetra, and Lyra all have an extra turn on top of this because it was their turns before the Cobra. So actually, you don't even need the full 3 turns to get to the gate. You'll get there easily. As you all rush out and reconvene at the front of the gate. Nauthiz, as you get out the main gate, you hear this sound of grating metal and then this collapse of stone from behind you. And as Krasus quickly peers and looks through the gate, you see the Cobra is moving rapidly towards where it had last seen all of you and is trying to destroy the townhouses. That same red glow coming from its hood looking at the rubble.
Cool.
Maybe we should get
I'm
something
going
further away
to-
from the gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a minor illusion in front of this here, just of like basically like emulating what the path and the road look and the gates look like, so we can sort of peer over it, but they can't see through it.
Brilliant. Yeah,
It's
as
only
you
5
create
foot though, but
as
it
you-
it
yeah,
should
no,
it
no.
should at least take up.
You could even just create
That's
5
like
feet to
like a
extend
Looney
the
Tunes
gate.
tunnel, right?
Well, I mean, you could even go simpler. You could just make a 5-foot gate extension that extends the gate even
Oh,
like
true.
another.
Yep.
If you wanted that, and then you could just peer around it and look through, or even just look through with your eyes, like
Just
make a little,
so
like-
we're eliminating a little bit more of it seeing us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as all of you get to the gate and then move around the side back towards where Krasus has hidden the cart, I will take you all out of initiative because you are no longer in imminent danger.
Well, that was a bit. Well, what the fuck, guys? What happened then?
I don't know what you mean. It was fine. We all did well.
We had
Stayed
to
on our
unlock
feet.
it.
Krasus, you look a little bit injured.
I had a slight trip. It's fine. I'm good.
Insight check.
That's a deception check, Krasus.
I'm not honestly like. I feel like I can just.
Go ahead.
What I was gonna say, I could deceive what my mood is, but you can see scratches and you can see like half my body's probably like all the hair's gone. I don't know.
I mean, I rolled a 7 for my insight, so I'm just like, oh, you should take better care of yourself, Krasus.
There's this like burn mark up the side of Krasus's cheek that's fading slightly. This like red inflamed area that looks like a spider web of scar tissue. Not scar tissue, sorry, like the spider web of red inflamed.
Did you land on something hot? Oh, what a terrible fall.
No, I'm good. I just tripped
Oh,
as I
okay.
nervously look around.
As all of you sort of standing there, Cynthia sort of steps up. She's in her like early 20s, big bushy black hair, very beautiful dark ebony skin, and these very bright green eyes. Wearing very standard tunic and quite loose pants. And as you step up, she looks and goes, "Wow, real adventurers! Oh, sorry,
Yeah, we're really good at it.
I'm a merchant.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is what we are.
please, we need your help. The rest of the townsfolk, they're in the caves over towards the east. They were captured by some group. I don't know who they are, but they kept talking about a noble sacrifice that the people would be making for them to usher in some glorious new age. It sounded batshit crazy, and I know a little bit of magic, and so I was able to myself out of there. I was going to try and get to Oxenfurt to find some help, but if you're here and you're happy to help, innocent lives could be saved if you were to come with me.
Well,
It sounds really bad. Sounds like they're having a bad hair day.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's
Krasus.
the fact that it's the same pun every time, though.
I haven't used bad hair day yet, I don't think.
No, but it's hair that's the pun. That's the pun word.
No, that's funny.
Yeah. Still painful. I should
Let him
roll a
make puns out of the
d4.
word, Robert.
Please already rolled a d4 damage for me. Thank you. I take 2 damage.
But, Krasus, do you still have sending? Could you send word to the guild and maybe ask them to send us some backup? I mean, I think we need to do our best to try and...
I don't
we
have
have
sending at all.
I have the sending stone.
You have the sending stones. I remember there was some sort of sending somewhere. I really wasn't paying all that much attention.
Oh, that's
I used
fine.
it to contact
That's all good.
Lyra about the situation here. I think now would be a good time to update her with the current events. If this is true, what's happened to the villagers here?
maybe we get to the cart out of harm's way.
Oh, the card is just here.
Where?
Oh, it's just here.
Where?
I think so.
Oh,
Anyone
no,
with
I
a
know
passive perception of 12 can see the cart.
I know where it is. Follow me. I'll show you.
3D.
I hit it. I hit it expertly. No one should be able to discover it.
What's this cut?
As half of the what?
Sure.
What are you pointing to, Tetra?
The cut that you've put under the tree.
Surely you cannot. I hit it expertly.
I only knew it was there because the alarm went off when Noma
Did
went
it?
on. Well, yes.
Did it
I,
actually?
I swear I didn't trigger any alarm. I was very careful when I ran past.
Harry nudges him.
Has the alarm went off?
No. Alarm doesn't seem to have been
Has
triggered. No.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That was Harry joking. That was Dave joking.
Oh, okay.
Harry thought Niles was trying to make Krasus feel better, so he nudged Nomu to not let the alarm
I was
go
trying
off.
to make Krasus better, though. That's, yeah.
Yeah, the alarm went off. I heard it.
Oh. He like wriggles his ears. Oh, I think my hearing's getting worse with my age. Oh, I heard
Well,
nothing.
that's fine. That's fine. Everyone, come here. Here's the cart is here. So, by all means, I guess we can jump in, and we can take off to this cave.
Now, do you remember what happened? Please, Lucky. Not Lucky. Sorry. Please, Tetra.
You'll get it one day.
Does the alarm go off when we?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think I don't think I would. I think like it says it's
You
up
can
for 8
disable.
hours.
Yeah.
You can dispel it, right? Yeah.
You can
So I
disable.
can just.
I'd say that you would know how to disable the alarm. There's probably a spell that you utter or a activation word that deactivates the alarm. I would say definitely.
Okay.
like
I will definitely drop it before we uncover the cart.
But then you hear the sound of the serpent gliding over the stone as it heads for the wall.
And Krasus is just like 1, 1, 1, 1.
1. As Krasus, as you mutter some arcane words under your breath, the magic disapparates and dissipates, and the cart is no longer protected by the alarm spell. As you begin pulling the sections of leaves and twigs off the surface of it, you can see that the sphere that was pulling the cart originally, this mechanical sphere that opened up, is still inactive, sealed up tight. Lying lifeless in front of the cart.
Oh.
You might remember when you arrived here, the cart stopped because the sphere was no longer active. It seemed to power down for some reason.
Aha. Okay.
I will pull it.
Can I do an Arcana check or something like that to see if I can get it powered back up?
Absolutely.
Jump
Actually,
All right. 18.
18. As you look over the device itself, you're not 100% sure what it's powered by in the first place. You know Griswold spoke about some elemental crystal, and as you look over inside, you try peering and pulling apart some of the metal plates to see the crystal still looks intact, but its glow has diminished somewhat. In fact, it seems almost dull. But as you begin pulling over it and focusing, there's a moment, Krasus, where the gemstone flickers and the gemstone embedded in the metal diamond on the back of your hand flickers at the exact same time with the exact same light. And then there is this sudden voice in your head that speaks in Giant. Do you speak Giant?
I do not. I don't think
anyone
you
does,
allowed to
actually.
speak Giant.
Don't worry, because I've taken care of that already. You do. That's true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. There's a voice that speaks a word in your head. Hjorthkorn. And then all of a sudden, with this pulse, the crystal on the back of your hand glows with a soft blue light, as do all of your crystals. Now it is, you hear the word, and you understand what this word is. Device paired. As the front, as the front of the cart, the sphere in the front of the cart begins opening up and assumes its previous form.
Wow.
Bluetooth.
Come on.
So the origins of Bluetooth is a reference to Harold Bluetooth, a famous Viking explorer.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And this symbol is the giant rune for his name, Bluetooth. So actually,
that's cool.
a more appropriate reference could not be made here because all the giant culture is very heavily based on Norse mythology for this campaign. It's all very heavily based on Norse mythology. So yeah, actually, perfect reference. I was going to call it something like a variation of that. I was going to call it like Blåtord, but you've nailed it. So
Amazing.
yeah, maybe not device pet. Maybe connection established would be a more fantasy way of
Nice.
connection established. Yeah.
Freaking noise.
Yeah.
And Krasus, as you step back and move your hand, you watch as the sphere turns, moves forward a little bit, and then as you move your hand back, turns, moves back a little bit, and follows the movements of your hand almost exactly.
I think as well as when it actually powers up, I'm going to pretend like I did it and go, no sweat. See? All good. Take credit for it.
Lyra is severely impressed. She's like, holy shit, figured it out.
Niles probably is as well.
If I had glasses on, I would do the anime glasses thing where he pushes the glasses in.
Clockwork creatures. Yeah. The clockwork creatures, they are... You have one that powers your cart? Or what is this magic?
That... I was able to get it powered up, but you definitely... This is more of a question to ask Griswold. But time is of the essence, it seems, and we need to help...
Oh, I can fill you in on the way, don't worry.
Yes.
I know all about the Tempest Guild. Let me fill you in.
Brilliant.
But time is of the essence and we must move.
Yeah, but like a nap on the way would be nice as well, right?
No, we can have a nap.
Very
Like
much.
some sort of long nap.
It's probably about an hour away. It's probably about an hour
Okay, so it's
away
a short
to get-
rest.
But I mean, if you wanted to, we could try. I know the logging camp wasn't safe before, but there's another pathway that leads off the road towards the logging camp. Maybe this group haven't raided there yet. It's an old hunter's cabin. We could rest there if you needed to gather your strength before we try and rescue the townsfolk. I can lead you there. It's only probably an hour away from the caves.
I'll ask a quick question to him. How much time do we have before they make their move? Do you think we have? Do you think they will be there for a fair while, or?
It looks like the caves are a very
Actually?
set up base for them. It looks like they've been there for a while and they're bringing in new resources. I don't think they plan on leaving the caves anytime soon. I think that's where they've established a base.
So like we could spare like 8 hours plus the 1 hour travel, right?
I mean,
Specifically.
I don't know how. I don't know when they're planning on starting whatever this ritual is and how long it's going to take and how many times. I mean, potentially.
Okay.
If we wait.
I say we rest on the way, but we should probably head to the tunnels. I don't like
What I'm going to do?
Village people being held against their will by these cultists.
I mean, like, it depends on
this.
this. Sorry, go on, Jared.
Sorry.
You just said village people, so.
I want to do something here, Owen. My background has a feature where I get to cast Augury once a long rest for free.
Ooh.
That's correct.
And I want to use Augury, so I'll link it so you can have a read.
Yeah.
So I have a read there, Dave. It's what's the question I guess I should ask? How does that work?
Ooh, that's cool.
So for those who don't know, Augury is a
about
really
the results
cool...
of a specific. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
Augury is a really
Sorry,
cool
go ahead.
divination spell. So yeah, you get to and so for you, the way it kind of works is you're asking guidance from the stars and your connection to the stars themselves. So you can receive an omen about a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes, and you get wheel, woe, wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad, nothing for nothing that happens. So yeah.
All right. So let me know if this is allowed. But I think the thing I would ask for the course of action we're going to take is, is time of the essence? Should we go in immediately when we get there, or do we have the means, or is it within our stars to long rest, or gather our strength? I don't know how.
It's basically you have to ask a yes and no question. So you got to ask
a
one
yes or no question. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
they're taking a long rest over a short rest. Will that make a significant difference to someone that would give you?
So yes or
So
no.
the way that I would ask it, because it's the first time you're casting Augury, so the way that I would ask it if it was me would be along the lines of, what are the consequences of taking a long rest? Because the wheel, it then means good results, that you will be well prepared. Woe means bad results. Wheel and woe are they're going to be both and good and bad. So that could be one of the ways that you wanted to run it, if you wanted to do it that way. Otherwise, if you wanted to go, what is the? Is it better to take a long rest or a short rest in terms of people's lives? Then the wheel and woe will give you that specific answer about people's lives. So there are ways you can kind of game it a little bit.
Because you have to be careful, because like you can get wheel, because a good result is going in with full health and full spell slots.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of word it to avoid that.
So you want to,
your answer.
yeah. The more specific, the better. Like making a wish.
All right. Well,
just a quick reference to our Avatar Legends campaign there.
Oh wow.
okay. So if I said, would it be more beneficial
Dave's
to us to
religion.
take a long rest in a specific course of action? Would that be decent to say?
But yeah, you'd have to define better, because better would also, like, again, that includes.
Is it
full
more
health and full spell
advantageous
slots.
to us? No,
Or for
is it
the
more
lives of the people.
Well,
that
yeah,
we
exactly.
save, like, yeah.
Specific things. So, will more people die if we take a long rest, and then see what it says?
Or will like a
I like that
significant
one.
amount of more people, if you
I
want
like-
to word it that
I
way.
like- I
'cause
like that.
technically,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
significance a tricky word.
Evaluate 0.001.
Yeah.
Well, technically, significance is the 95th percentile, isn't it?
Okay.
For
How
statistics.
about if I said something? How about if I said something like, if we have a
P equals
what time is it?
actually, what time is it, Owen?
Yeah, what time
it
is
would be heading into later afternoon. So actually, it's not too
Okay.
far off evening anyway. To be honest.
So
Okay, so if-
assuming sacrifices are a morning thing.
So if I said, would it save more lives if we conserved our energy right now, aka a long rest?
Okay. And then what do you look to for your? So just out of interest, like what do you reckon the sign would look like for good, and what would the sign look like for bad for you? Because I guess if you're looking at the stars for guidance, but it could also be maybe you're consulting your research notes and maybe like concentrating, or maybe your arcane focus. How did you want to run it? It's up to you, Jared. I want to give you.
Okay, so I'll
autonomy of this.
definitely look up the stars. It's daytime, so I'm probably more getting guidance from them. So in this application, I would probably bring out a bunch of notes and like using like measuring tools and stuff, sort of figure out where the constellations would be.
Yep.
And almost like I just start going on those musings, and it's like it takes me. It's almost like my hands move subconsciously to like the constellations that are like.
Or maybe one seems
specifically
brighter.
to
That your eyes are drawn to.
yeah, something like that. Something that draws. I would almost like have like.
Okay.
So how many results are there? Four
Options.
results.
Oh yeah,
Three
yeah,
options.
4 results technically. Yeah, because
Okay,
I guess
so
nothing is like the absence of a result.
Yeah, so I guess there'd be 4 different constellations,
Yeah.
and as I moved the tools subconsciously, or they brighten up, that would be the constellation that is in line with one of these results.
So what was the specific question? One more time. I just want to get this as accurate as possible.
Okay, so I think I said, would we save more lives if we conserved energy, aka long rest? Will we save more lives doing that action?
Your eyes are drawn towards a constellation that reveals weal and woe. But I will add to that, to not be a dick. At first your eyes are drawn towards weal, and then slowly you find the weal and woe together just a little bit brighter. And that's me being not a dick DM.
Because we might die.
Okay, I'll tell my friends as best as I can, like that result. Like I'll mention the question I asked and the result we got, and then sort of. So what does with that? What does everyone think about this? What's everyone's input?
I mean, I would be stronger if we did, but it could mean lives. We need to be okay with this.
So do we think that the?
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, do we think that the wheel, when I saw the wheel first, was that because we would conserve our energy and be stronger moving forward? So us as a party might not take many losses, but we would lose more people doing that.
Maybe it would have a better. Sorry, I'm just still stunned by what you just did. That was the stars. But no, it was So maybe it was. we go in there, we can save more people if we are stronger. But maybe over time we will see that the repercussions of our actions.
I believe there's an opportunity to save lives now, that we should take it. Rest on the way, sure. We have both suffered greatly at the hands of those mechanical beasts, but I cannot sit idly while innocent villagers are, well, sacrificed to this cult. I don't know if I could stand that.
Like, we can't help anyone if we're dead. I mean,
That is true.
Krasus, like, had a trip. He must be pretty tired. I mean, his legs must have given out, right?
It was just a momentary fall. It was nothing.
Like,
guess the
I'm
question-
bleeding out of my eye right now.
I'm bleeding out of so many. They've got cuts and bruises. They actually, a robe takes up a lot, but the robe itself actually looks quite frazzled and it looks quite torn in some flat spots.
Tetra's also looking pretty banged up as well.
Question, DM.
Hello.
Did our short rest health hit die? Did they like reset when we leveled up, or is it like the extra? Do we get an extra one?
You
Is that
get
how
the
it works?
extra one, but the others you get back on a long rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think as much as I want to rush in and stop anyone from possibly dying, I think it would probably be pretty foolish to go in our current state. I mean, like Harry said, you can't really help anyone if you're dead.
Well, like if we like went now, we could get a bit of a rest, like a longer rest, and still get there before dawn, right? So we can still enter at night. That might be helpful as well.
Ooh, what about a bit of a compromise? Is there maybe a way that we can keep an eye out on the cave front for activity, try and have our long rest if we can, but if it looks like they're going to go in and start sacrificing people, then we could, I don't know, I'm not even sure how we'd go about stopping them. It depends on how much stronger they are.
The cave system's on a river. A river runs through the cave system. I could take you to the small hillock just above the glade where the cave system enters in along the river. There's a section up on top of the hill that's pretty covered in woodland and underbrush. Maybe if we set up a small camp there, as long as we don't light any fires or anything, I don't think we'd be visible from inside the cave. And if anyone was outside at night, I don't think they'd see any sign of us if we were quiet and hid below the ridge.
Your people were kept in the caves, correct?
Inside the cave, right towards the back. There's two bridges that we'll have to cross, both inside. One to get into the cave and one inside the very back of the cave.
So we would have visibility on the cave entrance, but not necessarily what's happening on the inside.
We'd be able to see what's happening inside, yeah, but not...
Oh, we would be able
like
to.
in the first... Yeah, from the hillock, we could probably see partway into the first room, but not where the prisoners are being kept.
But there'd be an increase in activity.
Oh,
Go ahead. I was just going to say there was... Loud.
That's it. Ellie, just go. I'm done. I'm tapping out.
Oh, God. Oh. No, it's completely gone.
Like, that sounds pretty good, eh? Like, being able to see into the front door from the hill sounds pretty ripper.
That does sound pretty good.
The only other thing I'll add is that, I mean, they were awake during the day. That's how they caught us, and they've been sleeping at night. I only escaped today because the guard who was doing the night shift kind of like fell asleep. They looked like they were pretty tired as well. They've been working pretty hard to get supplies in and to keep the cave furnished. The mage or the person with the weird skin and the weird growths, they were working them pretty hard. I didn't get the sense that they were doing that much at night. I think during the day was when they were most active. Like, that's when I've seen most of them awake, and that's when most activity, I've been able to hear most of what's going on in the cave. At night, there's only really one guard who keeps an eye on the prisoners, and that's how I was able
What's
to...
the time now?
Late afternoon.
Late
Sort
afternoon.
of getting into like 4 or 5 o'clock-ish.
Cool.
So we can get there, have a long rest.
Yeah.
Enter the
Okay.
kind of darkness, yeah.
Okay, well, by the sounds of it, then it seems like they don't want to be doing anything yet. Perhaps, well, they are only human by the sounds of it. Well, I mean, maybe not.
I escaped in the morning like very early morning, but I had to hide in the cave to get out, and it was so they've had a whole day almost where I haven't been there, where I don't know what's been going on. It's possible that maybe people have already been hurt. I'm not sure. I came as quickly as I could.
Maybe we have a look and see what is there first.
Yeah. Let's talk more about playing on the way right now, because
Yes, there's too many variables.
we're burning daylight, eh?
Well, yes, let's
Yes,
get
let's get-
and then we can keep talking.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Also, it gives us a chance to see what's happening and possibly come up with a plan, like you said.
Perhaps
I can
maybe
send
if. Oh yeah, we'll send one of the owls.
That's what I was going to do. I can actually
yeah.
send. I can send my owl up high, or we can send both owls and go owl squadron. But
Ha! Nah, Niles is pretty tired as well. He'd probably
Yeah.
enjoy it for us.
so, like later on, I could probably maneuver my my owl around a little bit and maybe get some reconnaissance. I do have to say, yeah.
If they saw a spiritual owl, I think they would get a bit suspicious, eh?
Well,
Could probably
it all
help with
depends.
reconnaissance.
If I put up in a tree and make it hide, but get a good look still, it might work.
I mean, I could try, but I don't like the idea of separating the party like that again.
No, the owl sounds good.
Alrighty. Ali, could you roll a D100 for me, please? While the rest of you climb into the cart with Nomu and Cynthia. 29. Excellent, thank you very much. And the cart begins to head off.
Before you guys jump in the car, I think Harry's like, Lee, you guys are pretty chill, eh? Do you guys mind if I take you along some more?
Oh, you've been a help.
Of course.
Harry does a little zoomy where Rabbit jumps up and like twists a bit and jumps onto the carriage.
Someone's been YouTubing rabbit behavior in preparation.
Harry is actually based on my pet rabbit, my late
that's
pet
right.
rabbit.
I know how
Aw.
rabbits behave.
Oh.
It's an intimate
You
look into the
were you're quite brave, you know. I saw you there against the snake. You were very impressive.
I very bravely ran away and jumped over the fence.
No,
It's tactical maneuvering. Because
Necessary.
I've done this before when I ran out the room.
I think you're selling yourself a little bit short there, Harry. I saw you take that pot shot. Hit it right in that weak spot. It was a very impressive shot, might I add.
Harry does a small zoomy.
Man,
Alright.
you guys should have seen what Nauthiz just did.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Which you do?
Yeah, what did she do?
Well, we ran up to the creature, then it got distracted. So the plan was to continue
Whoa,
to.
whoa there.
Whoa.
You don't realize that you're the one that did it, right? I saw those runes fly off you.
What?
I
love
think
it. I
you.
love it when. Sorry, Gary.
No, I think you did this. I think you did that. You're the one that stopped it in its tracks for so long.
Well, we are very intimidating. We think we have a connection to these creatures. We are of the same design.
I think I'll be a little bit puzzled because I thought like now this sort of knew she'd had done it. I sort of that's I sort of go along with what she just said, and I'll make a mental note to add some notes later on about what had actually transpired.
Yeah.
Well,
Easy.
we also stopped the ants. Well, Tetra did as well.
Yes, that was interesting. And
We still have to talk about this.
I imagine we're getting into the car as we're doing this.
Oh, yeah, I assume we're in
I'm
it.
assuming that too.
Yeah,
Or we're
we're
already in the car.
and we're taking off.
Leaving. Yeah.
Alrighty. As the cart begins to trundle away and move, Krasus, you feel this sudden flash, a momentary pressure in your head, and the sound of many voices talking all at once before it fades.
Okay. As I feel that, and I probably visibly, like, sort of, almost clutch my head for a sec, like you're having like a brain freeze, and then I look back up at everyone and gauge their reactions.
All that's left, Krasus, in your mind is a single word. And as you look down at your hand, you know that this word is the name of this device that is currently embedded inside your body and the bodies of your friends. The Hjartstav, which I will type in chat for you now.
Oh,
Yes, please. That'd be good for my notes.
The Hjartstav.
that's cool.
Lyra, as you glance back over looking to see if any of the ants are following, you can't see any sign of any movement outside of the town. As the cart trundles away off the main road and across the fields towards the woodland area, you can see that there is that same glow coming from the sphere pulsing. And as you look down at your hands, that same pulse matches the beat of the glow that's now pulsing inside each of those devices on your hand. What was that? Sorry, Ali, we didn't hear that.
Oh, that's weird. And I think she'll sort of point that out to the others. It's like, hey guys, have you noticed anything familiar? Or, I mean, I guess it makes sense that, you know, the sphere is in the same area as this random ass device, but no, yeah, interesting. They seem to be active and connected.
That is true. The ants were strangely interested in the crystals themselves.
I wonder what effect it has on the others, the bigger ones.
Well, I mean, clearly didn't work on the Cobra.
No, I mean,
Well,
can I take Lyra's hand and just sort of bring the two crystal pieces closer together?
Yes, you can. They're on the backs of your hands. As you do, there's this almost like a magnetic repulsion force. And as you get them closer and closer together, your hands begin shaking. And then there's this zoom, and then they're pushed apart as they get too close together.
whoa.
Do either of them punch themselves?
No.
Okay.
Great question, Tetra.
So, it's fine.
But that's if you try and bring them together on the outside. If you move your hands around, because they're on the backs of your hands, if you swap so that like you're shaking hands and then hold your hands together, the same, but this time an attraction. Your hands are pulled into this and held together, and then you have to sort of like force and then pull them apart again.
Wow.
What happens if I put the front of my hand to the back of someone else's hand?
The same repulsion.
Ooh.
What about the back to the back?
Repulsion. That's what you did the first time.
Oh, sorry, the first time. That's right.
Yeah. So repulsion.
Okay.
So holding hands is the only one that has that attraction,
Aww.
which is different. Which is different to most magnets, I will add.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's why I asked, yeah.
Play with me here just a second. So she'll take Lyra's hand.
Yep.
And then she'll take whoever she's sitting next to, I think it's Niles. She'll take Niles' hand.
Yep.
Shall we make a circle? Circles are powerful.
Oh. He's just in your hold hands.
Yay!
Oh, have fun!
You guys got to this a lot quicker than I was expecting.
Oh, really?
Yep. As all of you hold hands,
Lick arms.
there's a pulse and this buzz that you hear from each of the devices. And all of you now hear that same word in your head that Krasus heard before. Hjartstav. Followed by a voice speaking that sounds like the voice of your giant form when you were in your vision or time dilation effect or time stop effect that was previous. You're not really sure what, but the voice that you had when you spoke as the giants before. Find us. All speaking at once. And that is where we are going to end for tonight's session. Oh, you guys got to that a lot quicker than I was expecting. I was thinking that was going to be coming up in about probably 8 or 9 sessions from now, but no.
We run around like headless chickens, but at the end of the day...
Yeah. Occasionally you'll bump into shit. Oh, man. Oh, Michael, really, like, very, very nicely thought out for that. Very, very nicely done. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is all for Return of the Giants tonight. You know how much I love to end on a cliffhanger. We will be back very shortly for the next session, only 1 week away. Remember, if you want to check out the other campaigns that we do, the previous campaign to this one that kind of, you don't have to watch if you're enjoying Return of the Giants and you've just started it. You don't have to watch Tyranny of Dragons, but it will provide you with a lot of extra cool background information and some little hints and nods that I kind of liken to the Cosmere with Brandon Sanderson, the author. If you can read the Mistborn series and not read any of the others, but if you read all of his work, there's lots of like interactions and a big secret story going on in the background. That's exactly what I'm doing with our D&D campaigns. There is absolutely a much larger story happening in the background of all of the other campaigns that we're running. Otherwise, Avatar Legends, which is our Avatar The Last Airbender campaign, you can also check out as well. If you've enjoyed this and if you've stuck around to the end, thank you so much. Obviously, make sure you come and check out our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, like button. We're very close to the 1,000 subscribers. We're up to 730 or 731 today. So amazing work, everyone who's subbing. Thank you so much. I believe it's about 35 to 40% of you are subscribed. Thank you so much. That means so much to us. That's amazing. We really appreciate that. So yeah. We will be back for our very last grounded stream on Saturday morning, so make sure you come and check that out. And there may be a few of us streaming Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, a part of me is like, why don't we just all get on a Discord call and stream it all together and talk about our experiences with it as we play it? Those of you who are going to be getting it and jumping on at midnight, why don't we do that? That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'd be off that.
Wait, anyway.
Archie, and any chance you can run the Tyranny with a new group? I could rerun Tyranny of Dragons with a whole new cast. Sure, I probably could. I won't right now because I've just run it, and I'm currently running 3 sessions a week, so it's quite a few. But I would not be opposed to it in the future. Chat, I would definitely give that I'd definitely be up for giving it a go. And if you want to access all of the homebrew stuff and changes I've made, you can all do it on the wiki. Link is in the description below and on the Twitch thing. I'll also be putting all of the story changes up on the wiki as well. I think I've put most of them up for Tyranny of Dragons, all of the adjustments and story changes I made. You're more than welcome to run any campaigns that you want. If you wanted to use the homebrew world, you're more than welcome to. Any of the custom rules that we use, they're all up on the wiki as well. You're welcome to use any of them. I encourage it. But for us tonight, that is all. Stay safe, stay well. We will see you all again next time. And for the lovely Twitch viewers, stick around because we're going to go raid somebody. Let's see who is up for raiding. Fate's Grip. Let's go raid Fate's Grip. They're not playing D&D.
Yeah.
They are playing World of Warcraft. Do we want to go raid Fate's Grip playing World of Warcraft?
Yeah. Why not?
Go raid Fate's Grip playing World of Warcraft. Let me just see if there's any other D&D. I'll try and prioritize D&D streams first. Let's go see if anyone's playing any D&D ones that we want to go support. Who do we like? Preferably an Aussie one. While I'm looking for that, I'll run the outro. Stick around, and I'll have us in a raid in no time at all. Stay safe, everybody. Stay well. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.